got the RZA right here from Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? Bobby Digital working on Afro Samurai. Y'all saw me on part 1, we hung out, and then we go hang out this time. But this time, yo, I'm gonna take you a little further into the world of how I do this, how I make the music, and I mean some of the machines I use, so we're gonna have a good time. We're inside my whole studio, so hold on. Sometimes it could be tough when you use a lot of different weapons to kind of finish up what you want. I think I got sensibility about it, but at the same time, I think the benefit of it is that the audience and the viewer never gets bored at one sound also. You know, episode 1 should have something similar for episode 2, but should have its own thing. Yeah, right now we're using a system called Pro Tools, you know, we're at 7-point-something nowadays. Pro Tools been out for years, yo. I mean, first album I ever did for 36 Chambers into the Wu-Tang. I was probably one of the first people to get a chance to use Pro Tools back then. Edited the whole album on it. That's why my style of production was crazy, because I had strong editing abilities. This is all written improvised to the scene itself, meaning it's not programmed to a tempo or a beat. I mean, this is me just building on the scene from scratch, adding each instrument as I go along. See, I have no dialogue is playing right now because I'm writing without the dialogue, without none of the sound there. Just writing to the scene itself, you know what I mean? Trying to build the rhythm of the scene myself. Well, some of the music is really more live, you know what I mean? Since episode 1, I've gotten better at my instrumentation, better at my playing. You know, you hear that instrument there sounds like a fiddle or a violin, but it's really the same chances in it, but I'm just blowing it with my finger now. I mean, because now I got this, you know, hanging around my boy Shavo and them, you know, Armenian, they always, they've been talking, instead of like, you know, like soul music being, and so I use that style too. You know, the inspiration that we all get from this team of people, you know what I mean? From Sam Jackson's voice, you know, sometimes I get an idea for a beat, you know what I mean? I just get the feeling of a certain kind of beat, you know what I mean? So from the animation, then at the same time for some of the music, sometimes they get ideas on how to draw it, how the character want to go, how the tempo want to scene to go. You start from there, you take this energy, you go with it, yo. When you do get some film footage like this, and you get a chance to work with that, you know, with the actual animation, that takes it to a whole new level. But the way he's blowing his afro, now he got a big ass afro. But the wind is blowing, it got to be blowing hard. And so my lyric reflects it. Wind blowing so hard it shakes your afro. Blood smeared all over your face from your man's neck. A wound paramedics cannot bandage. Kick to the groin when me and the mic enjoin. The sport moves fast like a magician slipping a corner. So it's just the ideas, but when you got animation, my lyric even gets better. I actually started working on the music from the script. You know, when we first got the story, I wrote music for it. I'll show you one of the earlier pieces I wrote for it. Knowing the story was dealing with the female's revenge and everything, so I wanted to make something that described the meanness and scornness of a woman that's out to hurt you. So this is one song we wrote for Shiloh because of a relationship between her brother Gino. He's there, it's Kuma, but the real him is not there at all. He's soulless, you know what I mean? And she's out to get revenge on with Afro because what he did to her brother. So she's saying, so the lyrics and the vibe is like, she'll rise for him. I fight for you. You know what I mean? So she's expressing how she loves him, but she's evil at what she's doing. You know what I mean? So I got that song, we made that from just the script. Not even seeing the characters, but reading the story and seeing that this is that kind of story. These are the kind of lyrics that we came with and the kind of music we came with. Well, for me, making music, you know what I mean, gotta somewhat deal with empathy. I start usually by seeing what the characters are, what the vibe of the story is, and try to see if I can find that within myself in some way, and see if I can make a music or a beat that would kind of help me imply that. Either do that lyrically or musically, you know what I mean? The music in the movie, you know, adds a lot to your experience. You can have a good movie and bad music and miss the movie, you know what I mean? And vice versa. It could be a bad movie and good music and you miss the music. In some cases, the music can save films, you know what I mean? The music is very, very important to the film. And I know what I'm doing is very important to Afro, so I'll dedicate a lot of energy to it.